Yo, what up, YouTube? This is the 47 man. This is my third and final take. Recording content is hard. So, Microsoft brought Activision for $7 billion. Not only do they own Overwatch, Diablo, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Candy Crush, and StarCraft, they own Crash Bandicoot, Spyro. They own Tony Hawk. They possibly own some of these games. You know, they own the Sierra library of games. Think about that shit. That's wild. Like, that's wild. And, you know, last year they bought Bethesda. And they own Bethesda games now. Such as Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Evil Within. Shit. And this is major. $7 billion. $7 billion approximately. You know, depending on which website you go to, they say it's 68.7 billion. God damn, round it up, it's 7 billion. And I feel like, damn, Microsoft's not playing this generation. They are not playing this generation. They're not. Like, last generation, the Xbox One launch. Now, if you know anything about the Xbox One, the Xbox One was fucking booty cheeks. This console was fucking ass compared to the PS4. The PS4 basically gave the Xbox One a Russian mouthwash. They curb stomped the Xbox One. They pulled their pants, diarrhea, dumped on the Xbox One. If they were playing basketball, if it was a basketball game, the PS4 basically won every point. The Xbox One was missing shots. That's how crazy it was. What was one of the reasons why the PS4 won? Exclusives. Where else you want to play Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, Spider-Man, Infamous Second Son? The list goes on. Persona 5, even. And the Xbox One was losing so bad. They had to come out with a slim model. You also got the Xbox One X, which is right here. Microsoft tried their hardest to get into the good graces of the customers, right? And one of the things they came up with was Game Pass. It's crazy to think now all of these games is gonna be available on Game Pass. Like, that's crazy. Like, Microsoft is trying to be pro-consumer and everything, which is probably working out to their benefit right now. If I'm Sony, what am I going to do? If I'm Sony, they just lost like Overwatch and like Call of Duty. Those are major multiplayer games. So, yeah. It's time to invest in, like, you know, Sony during the PS3 era. Like, remember Warhawk? This game was a multiplayer game on PS3. Who remembers Mag? This game had 256 players. And one of my favorite franchises, well, it's not my favorite, but SOCOM was a big deal during the PS2 days. SOCOM was in decline during the PS3 days, but I think if Sony finds the right developer, they can revive the SOCOM series. So if I'm Sony, what am I gonna do? Can't beat them, join them. I may look into buying companies. This right here, like, buying Activision actually made sense for Xbox. Because if you remember during the 360 era, right, Call of Duty on the Xbox 360 had, like, Microsoft had advertising rights. They had, right, like back in the day, the Xbox 360 would get the map packs first, right? Overall, Call of Duty was more popular on the Xbox 360. But last generation, you know, Sony and Activision, you know, they had dealings. And, you know, now PlayStation had the advertisement rights for Call of Duty. Now PlayStation got new content before everyone else. So yeah, like, Call of Duty on and PlayStation last generation was a major deal. Wow. So if I'm Sony, how can I compete? I'm gonna buy some studios, possibly this one. If I'm Sony, I'm gonna look into my bank account. Like, shit, man, Final Fantasy only on PlayStation makes sense, you know. Capcom, Resident Evil, Street Fighter, anyone? I mean, come on, man, Capcom, bro. Konami, bruh. If I'm Sony, what am I going to do? Like, yo, you can't beat them, join them. Invest in multiplayer games. Alright. Something I would do if I'm Sony. Yo, bro, I would make PSN free again. And also, so I would copy the Game Pass model. Because, like, it's a rumor that they're going to have Sony's going to have their Game Pass. If I'm Sony, just like Microsoft, day of release, man. Like, if they have a service, I want day of, like, you know, let's say, like, let's look at an Xbox game, for example. Let's look at, like, Halo, right? You can play the Halo campaign for free, basically, for like $15 a month with Game Pass Ultimate, right? If you're new to the service, $1 will get you Halo Infinite and a bunch of games. This, like, I think Sony needs to copy that business model, you know. And I think PSN, like, I think I said it before, I think PSN needs to be free, 100%, man. Like, if they're going to compete, like, one of the major selling points of the PlayStation 3 was the fact that online was free, right? So, back in the day, man, right? All you needed was to buy the console, have the internet service, and buy the game. You basically played the same game that Xbox 360 players had to pay extra money to play online for free. That was a major selling point of PlayStation 3. I think, man, Sony could benefit from having free online. But yeah. So basically, I think Sony can combat this if, one, they do major acquisitions. Like, if they do major acquisitions. 2, basically copy the Game Pass model and put all their exclusives on there. 3, make online free. Invest in online experiences you can't get anywhere else. You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Sony can compete. And also, they already have a strong first party lineup anyway, so. Yeah. Now, what do I want to see from Microsoft? Because, you know, man, this is a big acquisition. I'm not really a big Activision fan. I play Call of Duty, But like, I always get the games when it's on sale. I'm not gonna pay $60 for a Call of Duty game. Obviously, I'm gonna download it on Game Pass in the future. So let's look at. I want a modern day Tony Hawk Underground game, and Microsoft can make it happen. Like, I want a modern day Tony Hawk Underground game. It doesn't have to be Underground 2. Like Underground 3 or like an American Wasteland 2. You know? That's what I want. That's one of the things I want. You know? I also want a new Spyro game. Like, I want a new Spyro game. You know, Microsoft now owns the Spyro IP. They can make it happen. And also, this is probably just wishful thinking. I think it would be cool to have some type of crossover. You know? Like a Halo and Call of Duty crossover. It can happen. And another thing I want, since Microsoft now owns Raven Software, and Microsoft now owns Bethesda. That's right. And Bethesda owns what? Now, Microsoft now, because Microsoft bought Activision, which means they have Raven Software. Microsoft bought Bethesda, which means Microsoft owns Microsoft owns Wolfenstein. Now, I want to see Raven Software make a new Wolfenstein game. It can happen now. Microsoft literally owns the IP and the fucking development studio. It can happen. And my final request, I want to see a Super Smash Brothers on Xbox. Sony did it with PlayStation All-Stars. It failed. I want to see Doom Guy. I want to see, alright, Master Chief, Marcus Phoenix, hell, Crash Bandicoot versus each other. Right? Many people failed. I believe Microsoft can succeed. Hell, man, they could put Battletoads in that shit, bruh. Microsoft owns so many studios and properties, they can make their own Smash Bros. Game. And so let me tell you, if Microsoft gonna make a Smash Bros. Game, I want Geralt of Rivia to be a special guest. Yeah, Microsoft can literally make a Smash Bros. Game. They got all these licensed and properties. Dang, they could put Joanna Dark in the game. For real. But anyway, that's all I have to say. I'm done. I'm about to hit up my brother and be like, I'm sorry for being loud. And yeah, peace.